Hello everybody, this is Stephen Howson, this is Full Time Devils, and this is the Manchester United Euro 2016 review. Now, not the greatest of Euros as a Manchester United fan, to be honest. A lot of our players really massively underutilised, and I'm talking about Rashford, I'm talking about Martial, but there was still a lot happened. As usual, Manchester United always at the centre of anything that's going on in world football, so let's get straight stuck into it, and let's get talking about all the different Manchester United players who've represented all the different countries in the Euros this summer. So, Martial and Schneiderlin got to the final, get beaten by Portuguese team. Congratulations to Portugal. Not managed to win a game in normal time, I don't think. Ground out victory after victory in penalties and needed extra time, and they took it away. So, fair play to them. They're the ones that are getting their name engraved on the trophy. Happy days. So, Martial, underutilised by Didier Deschamps. Why he keeps bringing that Gignac, whatever, I can't even pronounce his name. You know the one I'm on about. Why he keeps bringing him on instead of Martial, I don't know. When you need a goal, they bring him on in the final once they've already conceded. What's all that about? He gets 13 minutes in the opening game. He gets subbed at half-time in the Albania game. And then he's not seen of until you're down and need a goal in the final. Like, come on. I saw Schneiderlin for the first time in a France kit when he was going collecting his loser's medal. Like, I don't think Schneiderlin had the best of shout of going in there, in all honesty. France have got a fantastic midfield. Hopefully some of that's going to find its way to Manchester over the summer. But Martial, when they've lacked goals, and they have lacked goals, he's better than Gignac. He's better than Giroud. Play the guy. And you might have won this tournament because you got to the final. You got some magical players in there. Griezmann, Payet, Pogba, Sissoko had a decent final. There's some fantastic French players in there. This is a generation that probably should have won the Euros, especially on home soil. They love winning a home tournament, the French. But he didn't play him. So, Deschamps, that's all on you, mate, because you had it in your hands to win it, and you decided to play Giroud instead. So, that's on you, mate. Next up, we got Schweinsteiger, obviously from Germany. Scored a cracker against Ukraine, but he's been coming off the bench in most of the games. Started in the semi-final against France. It was pretty unspectacular, and a pretty unspectacular German side that really lacked a bit of a cutting edge. Otherwise, they could have steamrolled this tournament as well. Missed a penalty for a German against Italy, where Matteo Darmian also missed a penalty in the same game. Was not a great game as a Manchester United fan perspective. Darmian got 30 minutes against Ireland, got 5 minutes against Spain, came on in injury time and missed a penalty against the Germans. I'm sure he's going to have had better summers. And that's the way this whole list just goes. The whole list is just exactly the same. David De Gea has, season after season, just 3 incredible seasons at Manchester United, goes away, finally gets hold of that, not even the number 1 jersey, but gets hold of the starting jersey for Spain, and then concedes not only his first goal, but the first 2 goals he's ever conceded in a competitive match for Spain. Becomes a national scapegoat after conceding the 2 easy shots against Croatia. Pulls off a miracle save from Pella against Italy, but it wasn't enough to keep them in, and then they crash out to Italy. Paddy McNair came on in injury time against Ukraine and then played in midfield against Poland. That's about all you can say about Paddy McNair's tournament. Fellaini got a half against Wales and 9 minutes against Hungary. And then we've got the England boys. The England boys have got Rashford, Rooney, Smalling. And as I said at the top, Rashford criminally underutilised by Roy Hodgson. Rooney played in midfield and didn't massively impress anybody there, did he? I can see him being useful there, but he just wasn't useful there for England in the tournament. Smalling, I've seen a couple of people trying to pin some of the goals that England conceded on Smalling, but I think when you look at how many shots he faced to how many he actually let in, I think you have to look at Joe Hart a little bit more for the conceding of the goals. Marcus Rashford's probably the only player in the squad that I think has come away having a great Euros, and his reputation has either been enhanced or not been diminished, at least, by going to the Euros. Given like 4 or 5 minutes or something like that against Iceland by Roy Hodgson, and beat more players than anybody else did in the entire game. Now that's Marcus Rashford, isn't it? Marcus Rashford picks the ball up and has got one thing on his mind, and that is attack and make things happen, and that's what he was looking to do. So Marcus Rashford, probably the only player to come home with an enhanced or non-damaged reputation, but that's Euros, isn't it? It happens at the World Cup, it happens at the Euros for us. That's just Manchester United in international tournaments, because we're always involved. We always end up being scapegoated for something or other. But luckily this time, no one really messed up too bad. Fellaini elbowed Matteo Darmian. Don't know if that was something personal there or it was a complete accident. Wouldn't like to speculate. But that's about it. So, not the greatest. I was hoping we was going to have a couple of winners in Schneidlin and Martial and Pogba coming back to Manchester this year. But it is not to be. We see two ex-players picking up medals, Nani and Ronaldo. So congratulations to them. Congratulations to all our Portuguese viewers and fans. Hope you enjoyed tonight and remember it for a very long time. Thank you for watching. Stick it in the comments. What's been your highlight of the Euros? Who's been your player of the Euros, either from a United perspective or just as a generic perspective? I thought Griezmann was irresistible, and so was Payet for the French. And I thought Toni Kroos was phenomenal for Germany as well. So that's my 3 picks of the players that I thought was fantastic at the Euros. From the United perspective, there's not really anyone to pick from, is there, I suppose? There's Marcus Rashford, and Schweinsteiger gets an honourable mention because he did alright, I suppose. Scored a cracker of a goal against Ukraine. So there you go. Thank you for watching. Make sure you bang anything you like in the comments, what we said there about player of the tournament and moment of the tournament. Please subscribe, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed what you've seen, and we'll see you soon. Goodbye.